What up, it's Jacob from the OPPS. Welcome back to episode 20. That's right. Because we reached over 100 subscribers and it's episode 20, I'm gonna start switching up. So I got my glasses on. It's only gonna get worse from here.
Hey yo, what the f?
Make sure to follow the TikTok, like, comment, and subscribe. Abuse! Bow! 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 That notification bell. And I'm sorry that I did that just now. I won't do that next time. This episode, we're gonna talk about the reason I'm not gonna be wearing a furry costume because that fight was canceled and other things Nacho's got going on. Enjoy the episode. Bow!
Are we recording now?
Stop.
Is this every episode for you?
It gives it a nice little,
little breakup.
Oh, we are
Little
recording.
breakup to it.
Perfect. All right.
Oh,
Welcome back, folks, to the OddPodPodcast. It is a great day to have a great day. We're back, all three of us, and it's an exciting time. Why is it an exciting time, Andy?
because Donald Trump has just been found guilty for 32
Misdemeanors, I'm sure.
I think, petty crimes.
34 felonies, but we were going to get to that at the beginning. But we're excited because we finally hit
100 subscribers.
We appreciate everybody that's watched this. The numbers are doing well on YouTube. We're abysmal on Instagram, so please watch that. We're abysmal on TikTok, so please watch that as well. And to the two Spotify users on here, we appreciate you. One of those being Jacob.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
Guys,
I love
please,
this podcast.
Please comment. Comment the oddest thing that you guys can think of. Just put it in the comments. Like the toaster turns on and screams at 5 o'clock in the morning. Anything, just put it in the comment section.
Perfect. And George, I have the softest hands. Just want to throw that out there.
It's only gonna get
Lotion and coconut oil after.
Wipe it. Feel me.
Ugh. Bro, you got some field worker hands.
Field worker
Some
hands.
I work at a rice pot the field.
That's a lot coming from someone who works in a restaurant.
Oh, that's crazy, but that's why my hands are still soft.
Get the fuck out of here.
And my hands are soft.
Jacob, let me feel your hands.
Let me feel your hands.
Guys, stop.
Jacob,
Feel them.
stop.
Feel my hands. Feel my hands first, because we just went through this.
I don't know. You feel both of our hands. You break
Hey,
this
tell us who's the
tie.
softest.
All right, put it wherever you want, and I'm gonna just put out.
Okay, wait, hold on. Okay.
All right. Your hands really are shaky.
Okay, this is terrible. Get this away from me. This is good.
Told you, I have the softest hands.
Unbelievable. I want you to know there's blood on your hands now.
Let me see.
Oh, that's fucked.
Let me see. Your hands?
Caesar.
They're okay soft. No,
Pretty
yeah.
mid. That's pretty mid.
So we agree that mine are so if yours are bad and yours are mid,
No.
softest hands.
No,
here.
this is clearly racism working against me.
My eyes were closed. That's actually, I don't know where I'm going with this, so.
Okay, no, actually, I wanted to bring that up. Why?
No.
Now
Why
this is
does
obviously
everyone have
racism.
sunglasses on?
Now this
Why
is
do you guys have
obviously
sunglasses on?
racism.
That was my thing.
Because I'm changing up on you guys. We just hit 100 subscribers, and I'm over the moon. 99 of them were from me because I'm on this podcast.
Right.
Clearly, right?
Right. A lot of guys.
A lot of guys. Actually, women watch our podcast too. Do you know that?
Like 2%, and those are probably your significant
Pop up the
others.
clip, Nacho.
Yeah, it's a great day to have a great day. Thank you for tuning in with us. It's going to be a two-person pod. I'm sure it's going to be great.
That was crazy.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it yet, so I was surprised.
Bunch of baddies, huh?
Well, that's up for debate.
Odd pod baddies.
Odd.
Put on a t-shirt.
That's hilarious. All right.
Okay, well, I appreciate you all tuning in. 100 subscribers. Follow us on everything. Like I said, the rocket ship is taking off soon. Just buy your ticket to get on because it's going to, Jacob?
Your anus.
Uranus. We switched it up.
Your anus.
Moon was too easy. So we moved on.
Oh, my.
Okay, we're going to be doing that. All right, well, anyways,
A little
on to the news. Like Andy had mentioned, we are going to be mentioning this because it is big news in history. Donald Trump has been convicted on 34 felony charges
34.
for falsifying crimes, perjury, and election interference. On its face, it does say falsifying business records, however, which is a misdemeanor in the state of New York. However, it was falsifying business records to influence the 2016 election. Interference is automatically a felony. What started lately then showed to actually be a wide connection of the Donald Trump organization reaching out to David Pecker, who was the owner of the Insider Times, and basically coming up with story after story to get over his opponents. One of those being an edited picture of Ted Cruz, Texas Senator Ted Cruz.
You got a lot of media notes.
I know, right? Being the Zodiac killer, saying that his father did it, and his father also murdered JFK. These pictures were egregiously edited and thrown out there. During the time that these stories were coming out, Trump was doing well in the primaries and eventually locked in the slot for the Republican nomination. As a result, he became president, and people look back and say, did these have an impact? Now, the question is, how much money would you give a porn star to get her to shut the fuck up? How much money? Wow. $130,000, maybe a little more?
Did I already pay a lot for this porn star prior?
No, because you're a top G. They pay you.
Oh, for sure, for
right.
sure.
They pay you.
To get her to shut up, probably my meat and an extra $5 million.
Yeah. Then what if she goes, I'm going to tell him about the butt stuff I did to you?
$10 million.
$10 million? I mean, don't tell him about the butt stuff.
Yeah. And then she doesn't get my meat.
We flushed the gerbil down the drain. It's done.
That's a lot of money. I'm going at this with my Facebook Marketplace mindset, right? You gotta lowball her first. You gotta lowball this whore first. I'm gonna start at $5K.
Okay.
And then when she brings up the butt stuff, I'm gonna double it to $10K.
Yeah.
And then I end up on the news.
Yeah. I put you on the news for those abysmal numbers.
Well.
And I'm not a porn star.
I saved $10K. You spent $10
million. Yeah.
You spent $10 million.
That's a lot of money.
That's a lot of money.
To be president, though?
At that point, just use that million to unalive her.
Oh,
I can't support that.
Yeah, me neither.
That's fair.
It was a good idea.
Yeah. It was a good idea. But regardless of what you think, just give me your brief thoughts on the case. What were you thinking? I am kind of a political junkie. I track all of this shit. But as people who kind of just, probably not as much as me, not trying to be a dick, what do y'all think?
I think
just on the surface.
I think it's crazy. I think it's crazy how he tried paying off the hooker using election money. This is so dumb. That's it. I just think it's really stupid.
Yeah, I don't pay attention to a lot of this, but I think it's crazy he's still able to run. I don't know how any of this works at this point. And I didn't before, but now I'm just like, oh, that's insane. Did you hear that how much money he got from donations?
It crashed the site. He got so many.
Really?
So much money. And throw up the number. I'll find it. I don't know what it is exactly, but it is a crazy number that I'm sure I have in my bank account. I'm sure it's somewhere in there, but we don't got to get into that.
But this is coming off the edge of his donations at an all-time low, because what he was doing was this is not illegal, but he was using all of his donation funds, everything he was receiving from the RNC, to pay his legal fees. And then it got to the point where small-time grassroots people and big donors were saying, we are no longer going to be funding this campaign since it's not even going to the campaign itself, because it was all going to legal fees. He's in none of the swing states in the sense of money spending. None of the swing states compared to Biden. And it's like, if we're giving you millions and millions of dollars, why are we not seeing these ads? Why are you not being more prevalent? So that's why it got low. But nonetheless, crashing the website, that's a big deal. Now, you can't even work for the federal government if you have a bad credit score, but you can run for presidency if you have a felony. What are our thoughts on that?
I don't know. I don't really have a thought on it.
Should we vote for felons for president?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd walk into a jailhouse.
Bring Weinstein back.
Oof.
Or Spade, Kevin Spacey.
Isn't he a child predator?
Speaking of that, last episode doing great. Watch that real quick. Yes, he is.
How do you feel about child predator? We don't need to actually.
Okay, yeah, we don't have to go back into this. Okay, all right. We'll move on real quick. All right, here. Next story that I wanted to talk to you guys about. This happened recently, this last week. And I know that we're kind of just going off the riff here, kind of going off the cuff. Now, this guy named Charlie Minson was hanging out, Charlie Minson, Utah raised, was friends with this other individual who I forget his name, but they had been friends for years. He had recently invited him to go to the Congo to hang out with his friends and travel through Africa. Individual B, who is not Charlie Manson, said, yeah, let's go. So roughly they're around 20 years old. They brought like a group of friends. They go, have a fun time in the Congo. They're hanging out with their dad. The dad then tries to overthrow the government with the kids there. He stormed the presidential castle. The kids were present. They got into a shootout. 6 people dead, including the dad. And now the 2 parents from Utah are scrambling to find their son because they have no idea where he is. And isn't it wild that a nice little safari, you finish and then you see some giraffes and he goes, all right, now we're going to try to overthrow the government. Storming with guns.
Yeah. That's insane. Also, where are you finding this stuff?
I just look up stories.
Oh, I've never heard of this.
It broke this past weekend. Like, it's a new story.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no. That's crazy as shit.
And the parents were like, our son's going to Africa.
Oh, yeah.
Our son is excited to go out there. He's going to travel Africa.
He probably already had like a t-shirt and stuff
Yeah,
ready to go.
exactly. Especially Utah.
Can't wait to give mom her snow globe.
Especially,
What the fuck?
especially like in Utah, it's all white people, and like you're hanging out. You're like, here's my son with some elephants. So this is the white, not the son of the person who, of the dad who tried to do the coup. This is the other parents. Like, here's my son with some giraffes. Here's my son trying to overthrow the Congolese government. And here's my son just, holding a little AK with a shootout with the cops.
That's adorable. Oh, he's getting so big.
Is it Utah where the LDS is, or is that somewhere else?
LDS,
the Mormon church.
Yeah.
He said he was a bunch of Mormons trying to start a coup.
Imagine a Mormon overthrows your government. That's aggressive. I miss the days when they just go up with a Bible. Instead, now they're trying to overthrow the government. But it sucks when the fun dad gets a little crazy. They get a little unhinged. They're like, yeah, back in my days, I used to drink, smoke, and you're like, wow, this dad's cool. But now the fucking government is out here trying to take my rights. And I said we take it back. Or he'd probably be like, not the government is trying to take my rights away.
Oh my God.
And it's Congo. Is that wrong?
No,
is that wrong?
It's actually so
Africa.
correct. It's insane.
Okay.
Yeah, it's Congo.
This whole time I'm just thinking about what's the thumbnail going to be for this episode.
Coups and guilty verdicts.
It's gonna be eat a poo-poo, huh? Eat a poo-poo in
like
Congo.
Have you ever seen that video?
Yeah.
Eat the poo-poo?
Of course.
I mean, that's why he said it.
Yeah. If you're wondering what we're referring to, clip it.
Leaking, where a man's anus is leaked like this by the other person, like ice cream. And then what happens, even poo-poo comes out, the other poo-poo's out, and then they eat the poo-poo.
And that's the poo-poo.
he said this podcast makes me depressed.
Yeah. A little bit. That's all right.
Jacob's easily amused. On a side note, do you guys think my glasses are a little too big for my head?
No.
No.
I just don't think they're right for the podcast yet. You got to work your way up to the glasses.
What?
Yeah. You should have consulted me. You're saying Tyson's Tower.
That's right.
Bro, you got that from a real estate giveaway. They're like, we're having an open house. Here's sunglasses. Does anybody want a cozy?
They may or may not have been stolen.
Wow.
Why? Why'd you steal them?
Because
Now that
there's
is
a
worth you
bunch.
going to jail.
Did you admit that you're on the record?
I mean, there were.
Say that one more time.
Yeah, they were
exactly the way you said it. Just one more time.
Wait, these are actually really nice.
Yeah, so I got
It
it.
makes the world brighter. They're like, everything's blue
They
and
weren't
happy
from
now.
a store. If you go to the rooftop of this one building, they had like a bunch because the rooftop was all white, so it's blinding. So you take it and you wear it. So I didn't really steal it, but I didn't ask if I could have
You
it.
just didn't give it back.
I just didn't give it back. Yeah, I didn't put it back. You got a big head, dude. That's insane.
Why would you just say that like that?
It like fell right past my ears.
They're aviators. They're meant to be big. You can't try these on because these are tight. You will break these.
Give them to me. I think you got a bigger head than me anyways.
That's all right. He stole them anyway.
Me? I have a bigger head.
Are we doing
No,
this?
hell
Oh,
no.
here you go. These
Oh,
things slid off
those
your
will
head.
look like clown glasses on you.
Bro, these look like a mom
wow.
reading
Did you not?
book by a beach.
Jacob.
It's also just blind man. They don't even go.
You're doing
Look
that
at
on
the camera. Look at
purpose.
the camera. Wait, no, up here. Look at that one. Look at that one. Look at that one. That one. That camera. I think you look good.
Thank you. It feels very snug with my ears.
That's crazy.
Well, I need bigger glasses because my brain's a little bit bigger and a little more ridgier than your guys's.
I was the glasses guy, and now you guys are like just taking it.
What are you talking about?
No, I've earned this. I'm switching up. You guys are not going to recognize me next episode. I'm just saying that here and now. I'm changing up.
Hit 100 subs.
Don't worry,
You're a different
maybe
person now, huh?
I don't
Ooh.
know. Yeah.
All right, we're gonna move on to something a little lighter here.
Yeah, because this was getting heavy.
Something a little
It's
lighter.
the last fucking
Something a little
episode.
lighter.
Fuck this shit.
Yeah. 3 Boeing whistleblowers dead. A recent one had died. So if you are a Boeing whistleblower, be careful because they're going to come after you. We are recording today on the 2nd of June. They were scheduled to have a rocket launch, Boeing, for the first time ever. They were going to send a spacecraft with people. They cancel just right before it happened. So you know there's a 4th whistleblower dead coming. Now, for those people that have been doing recent travel, I know you've done recent travel. Do you plan on flying a plane soon or getting in a plane?
No.
But, all right. Well, my point is, if you were to get on a plane or you find out that it's Boeing, just genuinely, what are your thoughts on that? What are your thoughts on knowing it's a Boeing plane, knowing all the problems they've had?
I don't give a crap.
Really?
I mean, out of all the flights, I'm sorry.
Thank you.
Out of all the flights that happen a day, and with how many cases that have happened, the statistics, it's like I'll ride along that. There's more car crashes.
That is correct. But when the statistics are saying, there's Airbus, there's Boeing. What else is there?
Dude, I really don't know.
There's other brands that make it. But when it's literally just Boeing planes specifically, you got to be like, okay, I'm not going to... Look, I know the chances aren't great of me crashing, but I'm not going to make them better by getting on a Boeing.
Okay.
I'm going to change my plane. Because even Kayak now and these other websites, they now are having things where you can pick the plane. Or it'll come up with a notification saying, hey, just letting you know, this flight will be having a Boeing 737, which is the one that's having the issues. You see that, and that's gotta scare you a little bit. You're like, you know what? Maybe a 5 a.m. in time isn't as bad as I thought.
No,
that's the bullshit part.
Yeah, I think they should give a discount at this
Yeah.
point.
You have doors flying off, planes going down, turbulence to the point where people are breaking their necks. Like, at what point do you say, I am no longer going on a Boeing?
That turbulence thing, though, I feel like you can't give Boeing the blame for that, though.
Turbulence happens all the time. Planes are meant to handle it.
Yeah, but then you need to sit down and put your seatbelt on.
Yeah, well, if it rains and your car skids all over the place when it rains...
Hopefully you're wearing a seatbelt.
That's true.
That's true, but then you're like, maybe this... Why is my Honda just skidding compared to everybody else? I have a fucking Prius. There's a fucking 80-year-old Mustang next to me. He doesn't have issues. Why is it just my car? It's the same with Boeing. At one point, you're like, why is it my Boeing plane losing doors? Why is it just mine?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. I don't know. I don't think I would pay attention to it, but now that you're saying something, maybe I will.
Yeah.
But I also don't plan on flying, so I've never put thought into it.
Very true.
It's safe. You're a driver? You like to drive places?
No, I would rather fly.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But that's like if I'm going to Florida, I'm not driving to Florida. That's not going to happen. Yeah,
Florida was where I haven't driven to Florida in a very long time, but if I'm with a good group and a good car, I will drive.
Well, so nowadays my vacation is my time to not do anything.
Right.
And that wastes a day driving.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But you always plan for that. That's what you need to do.
Yeah, and then you got the whole trip, you're like, oh, I got to take that drive back.
See, I approach that. Go ahead.
For anyone who doesn't know, from here in Virginia, it's like a 12-hour drive down to Florida.
Is it not 16?
14?
I mean,
We'll break middle, say 14.
If you're driving really slowly, I guess, but I mean...
If you're speeding to the point.
I mean,
But, I mean, I don't know. When you guys road trip or know that you're about to have a long drive, how do you approach it? Because I sometimes approach it like, oh, it's going to be a fun drive. Like, you're blasting music. And then after the first hour, you're like, this fucking sucks.
Yep.
grab my ankles and kiss my ass goodbye because I fucking hate that.
Long drives?
Yeah.
You love driving.
I would do
I
that
love
too.
driving, but I don't love long drives.
Okay.
And this is coming from someone who just drove along the entire Italian countryside. Fuck driving.
That might be a little different though.
I mean, yeah, it was really beautiful.
Yeah.
I feel like, I feel like that's a little different. But I hear what you're saying, and I won't kiss your asshole. If you were asking me to, I'm not gonna do it.
Because
Are you drunk?
And I'm sober. It's Sunday morning, you know.
Okay.
So I'm super sober.
Well, because when you and I drove to Firefly, it was like a 2.5-hour drive.
Yeah.
And I was excited for it. You and I had a great talk. And I had fun on the drive there and back because he drove and I slept.
That sounds so on brand for you.
Yep. I
That's
fall
so
asleep in the car all the time. I have trouble sleeping lately, But if I'm in a car, I will pass out every time.
I'd never do that to you.
Oh, thank you so much. I used to be like that when I was a kid.
Yeah?
Yeah, anytime I was in a car, I would fall asleep. And then I started drinking. Anytime I was in the car, I would fall asleep while driving.
Okay.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I have alcohol to wake me up before the drive.
That's sad saying that we are talking about this
Yeah.
as a joke.
You think if you fell asleep in a car, could I pick you up, bring you home into the house?
That would be
nowadays?
so sweet of you. But just don't touch me.
I think
That
I'd just
would've
be like,
been
what the fuck are you doing? Like, I just wake up to a shadow, like, trying to cradle me. My first thought is, we crashed and I'm being attacked. Like, these are people mobbing us. That's what I would think.
sweet. Okay.
I could see that.
Yeah. Shall we move on to the next topic? Something we want to talk about? Speaking of being safe and being on vehicles, this past Memorial weekend, some of our friends got engaged. Fun time. Hopefully we'll have them on the episode soon. I know you're watching, and I am sincerely sorry.
This
But-
is not the way to do that. Do not.
Okay.
We're going to go past that. This is not the way to do that.
But that's not the point. Regardless, what point I was trying to make is, let's see your battle scars.
I don't have any battle scars
I would rather
from that
you
day.
pick up a picture because it doesn't look that bad anymore. But Andy sent me on a death ride. I said, Andy, I don't think I can go off this big hill.
Okay,
man."
hold on. Here's what happened. So over the Memorial Day weekend, I took Jacob, OPPS host, and Kyle, special guest, mountain biking in the hills of West Virginia. And turns out they both suck at mountain biking. Who'd have thought? Who'd have thought? Country roads.
Pull the clip.
Oh, Jesus Christ, Jake.
And that's them falling.
I enjoyed myself. That was my second time riding that part of the course. First time I went just as slow and nothing happened. That time I went off the jump, super badass by the way, and grabbed the brakes. And when I hit the front wheel came down, the bike ended up getting caught on my leg. I couldn't roll or anything. I just slid down the hill with the bike. And then pop up the picture, Nacho. That is what I looked like at the bottom of the hill. Pretty badass if you ask me. A lot of respect coming my way.
Yeah.
From-
Apparently got infected.
Put that photo up.
Yeah, you were saying you got infected? What was that about? Do you know
So
about MRSA?
Me and Kyle, full of dirt and shit, we were like, Andy, please, we need Neosporin, Andy, please. Motherfucker went to pick up fried chicken.
No way. Now that is on brand for you.
They begged me, please give me medicine.
This is the deep state talking about fried chicken.
No. There will be no medicine, only fried chicken.
I mean, that heals the soul.
Yeah.
Which in turn then should
I
heal
didn't
the
give
body.
them any of it though.
So the whole time, when I got home, we put up an act. All the ladies were like, "Oh no, Kyle! Oh Jacob, get out of here! Kyle, are you okay?" Kissing up his arm and stuff. It was crazy, honestly. And then we showered, and that was it. And then from then
We
until
showered.
half of me and Kyle showered. He washed me. Yeah, how's he gonna get those scrapes on his back?
Then he showed his wounds, like, tough day for us, huh, buddy? Just like cleaning up.
And then for the whole until like half of the week later, I wasn't really taking care of it. I was just showering, going to the gym, sweating, showering, going jogs outside, and then it started looking weird. And the whole day I was just like this,
looking
staring
weird.
at it. Yeah. And I started feeling a little woozy. I think that was the placebo effect, but I started feeling a little woozy. So I was like, I should start taking care of this. So I started putting Neosporin on it and wrapping it up throughout the day.
That's wild that started getting infected and you started feeling that placebo effect.
Yeah, because I was
Placebo?
like, because once you Google one thing, it sounds like you're dying.
Yeah, because that's what happens when you have a
Yeah.
placebo effect.
Yeah.
Placebo? Placebo.
Yeah.
Placebo.
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 Pussy boy effect.
Yes, that's the point we're trying to get at.
That's what you were saying.
Rearrange some of
Okay,
the
I
words.
was
Oh,
confused.
placebo is what you were saying.
Oh.
Yeah. But it was badass, totally. The time my exes hit me up and they're like, Jacob, are you okay? And stuff like that. But we don't got to get into that.
Would you mountain bike again?
Yes, I would. And after that fall, I didn't stop either. We went, actually,
No.
Andy took us on an easier trail after that,
Yeah.
which was where we probably should have began. No jumps, nothing like that. He's out here doing jumps. He said, Jacob, lay down, I'll jump over you. I was like, you fucking insane, motherfucker. And I did it totally.
Did you actually?
No.
Oh.
I probably would have
I was
taken
about to say, where's that video?
That would have ended much worse. Much worse.
I've always wanted to mountain board. You know, like Johnny Tsunami?
Yes.
Yeah, we all saw that video, or the
That's
movie
cool.
Johnny Tsunami
Yeah.
Mountain Boarding. That's one of my favorite movies. It also had the Jonas Brothers in it.
Let's do it.
Oh, it totally
Let's get a mountain board.
I would do
Mountain
that.
boarding?
It straps to your feet, doesn't it?
I don't know.
I think
Yeah, it
does.
straps to your feet because
That's
there's one line in the movie that's like, "This ain't snow, son. This is dirt. And dirt hurts."
I would love to. I'd be better at that.
You think so?
Mountain
Oh,
boarding?
100%.
Can you snowboard?
I used to skateboard, snowboard, yeah, longboard, all that. Bicycling, I haven't done since I was a child. I've never switched gears on a bicycle.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Have you seen those longboards with the brakes on them now? You guys seen that?
What?
Yeah, they have longboards with brakes on them now. It's right over the trucks, and you press on it, and then there's like rotors and brake pads, and then you just stop that way.
But then what if? Because I once saw a friend. You know how like the sidewalk has like tiles or like squares.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes they're raised.
Mm-hmm.
Joseph, one time like his truck got caught right on the thing, and he literally flew forward and face planted.
Yep.
Aren't you increasing your chances of doing that?
Well, that could happen anywhere. On any.
Yeah, but you don't want to
Longboard.
help it.
What do you mean?
Because if you're braking, then, and if it's even a slight raise, a slight raise on a normal longboard, you just go right over it. A slight raise, though, while you're trying to brake and that shit's coming down, like.
I mean, hopefully you have the foresight to look ahead before you brake.
But most of the time, you're longboard, you're stoned. That's the point. Right?
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
Right?
'Cause we're all getting under the influence and getting on and running as fast as we can.
Yeah, well, if
Yeah.
you're going to drive and do it, I feel like longboarding's also fine.
That's right.
It's the progression, right?
Right.
You know, work out.
Driving is easy, you got to work your way up to longboard.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
The fuck?
Look, all I'm saying is I want a mountain board.
Okay.
That's what I want to do.
Okay.
Andy, I know you had a couple things that you wanted to talk about too. Kind of catch up. What's up? Tell us about your life.
Did I?
Yeah,
What was it?
you had a story.
I don't remember a story.
Chica, was there anything you wanted to talk about before we move on?
No.
Nothing?
I really don't. I can't think. You nailed it with the whole bike thing. I did want to bring that up, but besides that, I can't really. Congratulations to our friend that got engaged. His name's Justin.
The
He's a great
Gemini.
guy.
Justin
Yeah,
the Gemini.
Justin the Gemini. He has a YouTube channel. We'll shout that
and the
out
other
as
girl,
well.
there was two people. There's not just he didn't marry himself.
Yeah, and Marpaula, she is a lovely, lovely lady. I actually introduced him back in the day, but that's as far as I'll go into that.
Matchmaker Jacob.
Thank you so much. We're working on Nacho next.
I was about to say, yeah. What the fuck?
But yeah, and very, very proud of you, dude. That was an amazing feat in your life, and you really did that shit. Good job. Gang, gang.
Gang, gang.
So, do we got anything else? We're coming up on 30 minutes.
No way.
Yeah, it's 27 minutes.
This is flown by.
Any odd pod questions? Odd questions?
I have odd questions if we want them.
Send
but
them,
I
send
think he
them.
had something else.
I do have one.
Okay.
Odd question?
Yeah.
Oh, so announce odd question. Oh.
All right. Odd questions.
Oh my god.
So I got one real quick. How many college people do you think you'll need to overthrow the Congo government?
College people? Oh man, because that's their prime.
Because they were all in their
That's
20s.
Well,
Yeah.
boys, there's no laws when you're drinking claws, so
That's
I just
right.
need one fraternity.
One frat bro.
Just one fraternity.
How are you gonna recruit that? Do you know frat bros?
What do you mean? How hard is it to recruit frat bros? The fuck you mean?
Yeah, good point.
Apparently hard. I don't know. I was never in a frat.
To throw the Congo government, I would say
Oh,
I
yeah.
need 3 fraternities in
3?
total. Yo, yeah.
Okay.
I just need 3 bros and brews.
Land, air, and sea. I didn't think of that.
That's right.
The Congo is landlocked.
I mean, they've got a river there. The Congo River. You heard of that?
That's a thing?
Yeah, the Congo River.
No.
Yeah.
Isn't it just the Nile?
You're
Denial?
in denial. It's there's the Congo
That
River.
was hilarious, Andy. You really nailed that
Thank
one.
you very much.
Look, all I know is that I would need maybe more than what he had, and I definitely wouldn't pick Mormons. Because they have shots flying over them, and they're like, I just want to talk to you about Jesus! Like, they're like running up to the presidential castle.
Well, they do call the Bible the shield. So you
The shield?
Use that. That's right.
I love those. I'm sure they tested that.
Show them our pure hearts.
They're like, God will protect me. Fire! And they just get lit up.
So how many do you need?
Just the same amounts of 6. Because he had like a group of 6. Like, it wasn't just, group of 6.
Just not Mormon.
Not from Utah. Give me 6 New Yorkers. Pissed off. Bats. They're going to run up and be like, you want to shoot at me, motherfucker? You want to come at me? And then they overthrow the government. And then I get bored. I'm like, all right, this country isn't as nice as I thought it was going to be.
But
Let's
the
move
natural resources.
Natural resources are huge. So I'd be like, let's take more. Give me all of Africa. I bless the
You're a leader
rains
like
down
that.
in Africa.
So I said 3. You just need 4 New Yorkers, which had nothing to do with frat bros.
4
but
New
maybe
Yorkers.
they were previously
Pissed
frat
off
bros.
New Yorkers.
Okay, and then you said
Need one whole fraternity.
one whole fraternity.
Whole fraternity.
Yeah, I think you're losing that. I'm not gonna lie.
You think so?
No.
I think you might lose that.
We're
yeah.
literally drinking claws.
I keep forgetting about that. I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
They befriend the army. They're like, bro, come on. It's like, dog, come on, bro. It's like, dog, you know this president's not as cool as you thought. Like, come
Bro,
on, dog.
shotgun for the.
Man, that was so funny what we just said.
Wow.
I really do think that was
You
hilarious.
can't make that up.
We'll figure out the camera thing soon. Sorry, everybody.
We would say that for so long. All right, odd question number 2. Timestamp that. If somebody offered you $200,000 to set your homie up to get jumped, would you do it?
Someone get jumped?
Should I say it again?
How bad is the jumping?
Hey, we'll say 2 guys. Okay, so Andy, I will give you $200,000 if you set Nacho up to meet me here in this alley, with me and my boy George. We're gonna jump that motherfucker. I'll give you $200,000.
$200,000. I mean, what are you guys trying? How bad are you trying to beat his ass up?
Yeah.
Just beating him up until he gives. Well, he already gave up when he saw his George, probably. All right.
Do I live? Is it like?
Yes,
really-
you live. You're just
Yeah.
getting jumped. You're getting jumped as you would
Yeah.
see in a movie. You're not going to be well off. You're probably going to go to the hospital afterwards. It doesn't have to be you specifically.
Okay.
It was an example.
I want to say no,
I want to say no, but
but here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna be like, hey, Nacho, I don't know what happened, but they gave me $50,000.
Oh, you're a piece of shit.
Here, use this to get better. And you'd be like, dude, that like just made my day. Like my week's been awful. I got jumped by Jacob and George, and like all of a sudden you've just given me $50,000. My life is so much better.
now if we were normal friends with each other, then yeah. But I know you. If you give me $50,000, I'd be like, what the fuck do you know? Like sitting there, like I probably have to like type it. like, it's like,
Hanging out.
be like, you motherfucker, I know what you did. Some sus shit for sure.
The most fucked up part is I only gave you a quarter.
Yeah, well I wouldn't know that.
Why do you? We
wouldn't.
get that part. Like you.
But I'd suspect I'd be like,
We understand what's fucked up about
but
it.
I'd be suspicious. I'd be like $50,000. I bet that ain't shit compared to what this gave this motherfucker. Like,
Answer the question.
Mine?
Yeah. If somebody offered you $200,000 to get your boy jumped by 2 people, would you accept?
Yeah, I would.
By
And
George
then-
and some scrawny white kid.
Yeah.
Could be anybody.
No, I would, and then I just wouldn't say shit.
I see.
There'd be
Okay.
signs. I'd like have a house and everything. I'd be like, look, man, I know you're down bad, but my life is great. I don't know why, but hey.
And my answer, which is probably the most logical, is yes. But
Oh.
I would split the money. I'd be like, hey, this is what happened. I set you up, but here's $100,000 fucking dollars. Good job. Now here's the follow-up question, because don't respond to what I said. All right? I don't want you guys to say shit. Would you be mad if, say, I just did that to you, and I'd be like, but here's $100,000. Here's half of it. And I was being honest. Like, you know that, here's the deal. You know I'm not skimping you like you were trying to do to Nacho. Here's $100,000. Would you be pissed off?
Depends how bad the ass beating was. If I broke a bone,
No, you didn't break a bone.
oh, I'm alright with it.
Yeah, you
Actually,
got
I
your
want,
ass
I
beat.
want more.
That's
I
what I'm
want,
saying,
like,
I see your ass.
I want 150. You can keep 50.
That's
Or-
fair.
Because then I can turn around and be like, I need 150 or I squealed. You literally just said it in a hospital.
You can't prove it.
testimony.
You can't prove
Oh.
it.
Nurse is sitting there like, what the fuck?
Oh my god, I want 52.
It's all through the transcript that you've been typing to speak through.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
you would be mad, or do you think in the long run you would be mad?
I'd want a little more than your cut.
That's fair.
Yeah,
And
because
then that's
you do
fine.
the majority of the work. You're the one that got your ass beat.
That's right.
But he made the decision to do that to you.
He has my best interest.
But think about it. He could have just said, no, I can't do that. And then you find out about it later. Like, you could have got us $100,000 for me getting my ass beat, and you turned that down.
And then I pay someone $5,000 to unalive you.
Yeah,
Okay, it's getting a little dark. How do you
because
feel?
you're kind of giving like a, hey, thanks for taking one for the team, buddy. And it's like, no, I didn't have a say in that.
Okay,
like you
that's
didn't
true.
let me know.
Okay, so if those are the contingencies, would you be like, okay, here's an extra $50,000? Would you be cool with that?
I'd be cool with that. So 150 in my pocket.
Yeah,
Is it an extra 150 in my pocket?
yeah.
Yeah, you have to accept it. I guess I couldn't be mad.
Yeah. Okay.
It would
Our
suck,
next
but
hangouts would be a little awkward at first. They'd be awkward, a little awkward.
you'd probably have to be like, hey, dude, if this comes up again, just don't say yes next time.
And
Hey
it also
guys,
like
the next odd pod question today is
I also feel like you'd be a little suspicious then, like the friend that like coordinated the jumping. If the friend that received the money afterwards was like, "Hey man, like, do you want to hang out?" You'd be like, "Why? Why? Like, why are we going there?
Yeah.
what are we doing?
Like, what are we doing? Like, watching a movie. Watching a movie. Okay. Okay. All right.
movie?
What do you know, motherfucker? How much? How much?
I'm showing up 30 minutes earlier across the parking lot.
I'd be like, hey, you want to come over and we got a thing going on.
We got
a thing. You want to hang out and just do the thing?
Did we talk about how Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson's been postponed?
All right, we'll finish
No.
that. Go ahead.
Let's talk about that.
Okay,
I'm good.
Get rid of the odd questions.
Mike Tyson has had to postpone the fight because he's got stomach ulcers
Yeah.
that just came up.
My tummy hurts a little bit. I don't think I can do this fight.
Which is a big deal because that's a Netflix live event.
Yeah, which they've been doing. They've been really trying to promote.
Yeah. Man, so I guess Jake has to fight Nathan Pyland.
Or Logan Paul. Did you see that floating around?
That'd be insane.
That'd be insane.
Dude. That'd be better. And I would renegotiate the bet, which
Better.
I'm down to do. Better picks.
I want to see George Janko and Logan fight because on the podcast with Mike, George Janko talked about how he was gonna run up and punch Logan. He was like, "I'm gonna kick your ass." He goes, "Thank God you stopped me." And like the way when George Janko said that, I was like, "Bro, you'd get your ass beat by Logan Paul. What do you mean? Thank God they stopped you."
I want to bring it back to the Tyson and Jake fight real
Oh,
fast.
yeah.
Just real fast. Because we made a bet on it. So now we're going to renegotiate that bet. We're going to talk it through. And we're going to maybe up the ante based on whatever comes out next. So we will keep y'all posted about that. And, and we'll figure out how that goes.
You had money on Jake Paul winning, correct?
I had Jake. Y'all had
Mike
Tyson.
Tyson.
But now we got to just wait to see what happens. And maybe we'll double or nothing. And who knows?
Hold on, my guy has a tummy ache. What do you fucking... There's no bet.
So you guys lost.
The bet's just off, dude. No,
You
it's
guys
hurt.
lost.
It's a medical exam. His tummy hurts.
Jake's tummy's fine, I'm sure.
Okay,
I'm sure he's getting rubbed.
but not my guy. My guy's tummy hurts.
I know, I'm playing. But you guys know if Jake called out, you guys would be like, well, Jake lost and you would get my ass. But I'm above all that. I'm a man of God, and I'm not going to do you guys like that.
Got a
It's
pure
bigger
heart.
on Jake though because if Jake did that and we all give him shit because Jake talks so much shit.
Yeah, he would-
like
he
Mike
would.
Tyson kept a little quiet. He was doing his thing, training. Jake Paul talks so much shit. So if he had been the one to drop, everyone would be like, "What the fuck?
Yeah,
You ran your mouth."
Yeah, you're scared of Mike. You're scared of Mike, and nobody's gonna say you're scared of Jake. So, because he's not scared.
Because
of
he's
Jake.
not.
yeah, but like it's just like it would. It's definitely one-sided when it comes to that. But
Mike Tyson, please stop licking toads and just recover. Wishing you a well recovery. Odd question number 2.
Number 3.
3.
yeah, last
That's
odd
right.
question.
3.
If you could only watch TV shows without sound, which show do you think you would enjoy the most?
A quiet.
A Quiet Place.
It's not a show.
That's not a show.
Yep, I specifically said show. Way to pay attention, Andy.
National Geographic. Just watch toucans and shit. Shark every now and then.
I'll say mine, and maybe I'll jog something for y'all.
Okay.
Three Stooges. That's a movie.
No, it's a TV show. But they did make a movie. I'll say 2. Always Sunny in Philadelphia, I think would still be funny.
No.
I think it would be.
It's too much political dialogue.
And Rick and Morty, I think would still be great.
Rick and Morty would be great because he'd be like, "What the fuck is going on?
Yeah.
Like, why is he a pickle? Why did he do that?"
He'll
And
just
you'd
be
have no
drooling.
idea.
I think it would be great. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It'd be entertaining to watch. I don't know about all episodes, but like the Imaginary Friend episode, I think you can kind of understand what's happening based off like the flashbacks and stuff. Yeah, I think that would be a great watch. I thought Sunny would be good too. Maybe not all the episodes, but some of the episodes kind of like.
But Sunny's good because of literally their dialogue, like he was saying. Like, it's all talking jokes. It's like The Office. Like,
But
The
they
Office would be
literally
like,
had
"Oh,
an
yeah,
episode where it's like about gun rights, and they bring a gun and a sword to a school. Like that's hilarious. Even if you just see it, that's hilarious.
Because you'd be like,
They're
"What the
just
fuck
waving
is
it
going
around.
on?"
It's like, hey, get back there. What are you doing? Like, what is going on? That's what I'm saying. I think some episodes, maybe others would be harder to follow, but those are my just 2 off the top of my head.
I would probably watch some kind of sports thing if possible. Like the first thing that came to mind was like football, but if that doesn't count as a TV show, maybe like WWE, because you can see that.
Does that count as a TV
It's
show?
a TV show, yeah.
Okay, yeah, because it's weekly.
Yeah, it's every Friday, every Monday.
What about your cooking shows?
What the fuck am I gonna do?
Without sound, I mean, you still got imagination and
true.
taste.
What about hunting monsters? What's it called? The fishing shows? River Monsters.
River Monsters, yeah.
Great show.
But then you don't know what you're learning about, right?
Yeah, plus it's a lot of just guy on a boat.
Yeah.
It's a lot of his voiceover, so he's just sitting on the boat quietly.
That would like change so much about the character, I feel like.
Yeah.
This guy seems pretty lonely, really.
That's all you see, just this. And then you're like, okay, what's he doing? And then all of a sudden he's just in a random like Amazon tribe, and you're like, what the fuck is this guy doing right now?
Whoa. I'm invested. You know what? I'm here for
What
it.
is he doing? I'd do National Geographic, just have it on the background. Or Pokemon. Aesthetically pleasing.
Yeah.
Really nice. Because honestly, what ruins Pokemon is the dialogue. So I'd love to just see fights. Pokemon going at each other.
That'd be
Pokemans.
Pokemon.
Anything else?
No, is that a wrap, guys?
It's a wrap.
Thank you for tuning in, guys. Episode 20. We appreciate y'all making it this far. We have 101 subscribers as of this day. Who knows? Maybe it went up by then. Be sure to subscribe to the Instagram, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, and I'm missing one, Spotify. And we'll see y'all next week. We're hitting 25. We will be taking a slight break after 25 because that will be the official end of season 1. Thanks again, guys. See y'all next time. You can't tell though because I edited it.
Because I read it.
That was fine with me. We're going off the cuff. I liked it.
I have no problem with that.
I always edit, make it fun.
I don't know what the fucking thumbnail is. Actually, remember how we did 10? And
Convicts and
Coups.
Coups.